Do you ever just see a stock taking off like a rocket, and as soon as you buy in, it ends up selling off? Then it actually ends up going down a solid amount. So you sell out, and then when you sell out, it ends up taking off again. Understanding the setup I'm about to show you in this video will have you on the other side of the trade where you can make money on the way up and not get lost in that pullback. Today we're going to take a look at a trade that was $90 when I called it out, that actually ended up running for an additional $300 for a total of 333%. This video is brought to you by Moomoo. At the time of this recording, Moomoo is offering an 8.1% APY on all uninvested cash and up to 60 free stocks when you sign up and make a deposit. And if for some reason you're not familiar with Moomoo, Moomoo is a worldwide brokerage, and it more than likely has something for you, whether you are beginner or more seasoned investor. Let me show you just how easy it can be to run company analysis in Moomoo. Let's say I was thinking about buying Apple stock. I would click on Apple or search Apple up. I can click on company, and just like that, I already have the financials right here. I can swipe down, see all this other data. If I want to take a look and see who are the shareholders, I can click on shareholders. I can also look at kind of their dividend payouts. I can see that the dividend yield has come down over time, but I can see that the dividend payout has increased over time. There's a lot more analysis and numbers to look at as well, but this is just scratching the surface. This is the trade we called out on stream today. Today is Wednesday, July 16th. This contract actually expires Wednesday, July 18th. If we take a look at it, you can see that this was $90, 90 cents per share when it was added. This thing is up $300 to close the day, already up 333% from when I added it to the watch list. So now let's actually go over to the charts and take a look at what I saw. All right, so here is the chart for AMD. We're on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour. So this morning, what I saw before the market opened, here, let's see if we can get it. If we back it on up, let's back it on up. So this is where the day started. This is where it started the day out. So none of this was here. This trend line was not here. So that's kind of irrelevant. Now I'm about to jump up to the 4 hour. All right, so here we are on the 4 hour. This is how it looked to start the day. So starting the day off, looking at AMD, we can see that AMD is in a bullish trend. We can see that AMD had a pullback, but overall they're still in a bullish trend. So once they broke this trend right here, I kind of saw that they could take off. So I actually made some money off this move right here, got out over here. They gapped up again, and then they pulled back. And once they pulled back and made this move right here to where they pushed up from 146, went as high as 158, and then sold off down here. Once they made this low, like early in the morning, this area became an area of interest because the next candle that I saw, I knew was not going to be any lower. So after this big move up, this was the first low. So in my mind, I've got this marked as liquidity. So I'm actually going to take this just to mark it off and show you. I'm going to take this line right here, and I'm going to set an alert. All right, I guess I can't set an alert because this is in replay mode, but I would set an alert on this line, and once we came back here, I would take my entry. So one thing that has been absolutely critical for me, kind of taking advantage of trades like this and being able to do stuff like this, is as of lately, I stopped paying attention to the market the first couple hours of the day. Moves a little bit too fast for me personally. I'm not saying you can't make money in the beginning of the day. I'm just saying it's very overwhelming for me. So I like to wait for things to calm down and wait for something that's obvious. Because what I've noticed is there is, if we zoom out, looking back on the 4 hour, there's going to be an overall trend, but within the day, usually on smaller time frames, it'll set another kind of trend, set another trend kind of range, and provide setup. So at the beginning of the day, I noticed we had this area of liquidity down here, and fast forward to when I came in about 2 hours into the day, All right, so fast forward to when I came in. I came in right here on this candle. When I came in, I wanted to actually enter right when it touched the line, but it just moved so fast. Like if we move up to a 1 minute time frame, it came down here, touched the line. And while I was looking for what contract I wanted, it just kind of took off. So I entered right here about 153.50. But had I gotten a better entry, or had I entered like right when I wanted to, I probably could have gotten this for about $20 less. So probably could have paid about 70 instead of 90. But taking a look at it, going back up to the 15, this is where I got in about 153.50. And after I got in here, I noticed, okay, we had like this was kind of like a weak looking trend line, but I noticed I could kind of draw a trend line, and what I was looking for after I was able to quickly ride from here up to here, I wanted to see if we could break this trend line and push on. And actually, I want to backtrack for a moment because I forgot to mention something. Whenever you target liquidity, you're usually going to look to the previous high, the high just before you set that liquidity as a target. So in this instance, the liquidity was set right here. The previous high was right here. So 158.69 is where we're expecting to ride it to. If you want to be quick with it, first thing you look for is probably half that move. So that'd be about 155 or so. But if I wanted to ride the full move, this is what I was looking for. Now, with that being said, we got in, we're already up right here. We're able to comfortably ride. Now let's just kind of wait and see how long it takes us to get to the target. Got in 2 hours into the day to start the day off, which it actually opened up at 155. It ran up to 156 and then ended up selling down to 152, which is exactly why one thing that has become kind of critical for me is to leave the market alone the first couple hours of the day. That is when the most people kind of get trapped in their trades. And honestly, I want nothing to do with it anymore. So yeah, you can see that it ran up at open, ran up to 156.41. There were a lot of people thinking, hey, it's about to run. It looks like it's about to break a resistance. Then it ends up pulling back all the way back down to support, which also happened to have the liquidity, which is where I wanted to take my entry. And from here, it now has the freedom to go up, take out the previous high from this move right here. So going back and watching it, from there, it's pretty much a straight shot. It's a run up, and that's how we were able to take a $90 contract into almost $400. If you want to know more about this strategy, be sure to watch this video right here. If you learned anything or enjoyed the video, be sure to smash the like button. If for some reason you're new here and haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any future content. And last, but certainly not least, thank you so much for watching. Manuel signing off, and I want to change your life.